so exquisitely. And for myself, now a Chabad wife, I always look for my own connection, like can't just do something for someone else. And I always had a somewhat of a connection, but you want to do your homework, right? But this story happens to be a universal story of the impact one single act that we do, l'shem shamayim, or even without the fullest kavanah, but something that we do in a mitzvah, how far-reaching, even though we may never know, or we might not know for decades. And then that one thing can have such powerful ripple effect that it's like that famous butterfly effect. Like you thought you did your one little thing, and it's a tsunami down the road for either an individual and or in an axiomatically, when that individual is impacted, everyone is impacted that comes in their path in some way, shape, or form. And Allah, Allah, all the way. The name of the book, again, is I Never Met the Rebbe Many Times by David Nesanoff. Now, this story happened many years ago, and he was talking to a shaliach, a Chabad rabbi in Novato. Novato is 30 miles north of San Francisco, a very small town. And this was Rabbi Menachem and Adina Landa. So there was people, they were told there's no Jews there. Besides, so when he spoke there, and we'll leave that story aside, he found out a personal story from Rabbi Landa. And what happened? When he was a young Bachar, he was learning in Yeshiva or El Hanan in LA. And as Chabad does, at Rosh Hashanah, Yeshiva students would go out to local interesting places and try to find Jews who had not heard shofar and blow shofar for them. Beautiful, right? And they would do the whole shofar blowing properly. And the yeshivas throughout the world sent men out all over, these young men. And he got together with a fellow student, and they were assigned to Sunset Boulevard, LA. Now, it was a hot day, and they were wandering, are we going to find anybody who's Jewish, who hasn't heard shofar, and would even give us the time of day to blow shofar for them? So it seemed like slim pickings, right? And even though there are people all over the world doing the same mitzvah of going out and trying to do this, they didn't know if they'd find anybody. So here they are, Rabbi Landa and his friend moseying along Sunset Boulevard on Rosh Hashanah, and they hear someone yell out, "Shalom!" And they didn't even know it was coming from. They're looking around, they don't see anything. What do they see? Now, this is decades ago. Now there's unfortunately so much of this all over LA. There's a homeless man who peeked out from under his cloth, dirty, whatever tent he made himself. And he says, "Shana Tova," to them. And they ask the famous question, "Are you Jewish?" He says, "Yes." He said, "Have you heard shofar yet today?" He says, and this is how cute he writes. He goes in parentheses, as if there was a minion and a cantor under the blanket with him. He said, "No, I haven't heard shofar yet today." So this man comes out from his place with his tattered and soiled clothing. Rabbi Landa puts a yarmulke on him, and he says the bracha with him, and he sounds the shofar. And he still remembered like the beating sun on his face. That with part A. What's part B? There's a young woman who came originally from Arizona to California to be a movie star. She came from a Jewish home. She wanted to be famous. She wanted to sing and act and pose for the cover of People magazine. She wanted to be a celebrity. And she had great, strong dreams. But unfortunately, like the old song goes, LA is a great big for you, put 1,000 down. In a year, maybe two, they'll make you a star. And all this million wannabe stars around here. But unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. And she fell into the wrong place, crowd. And she got depressed. And she got involved in drugs. And she made bad decisions with men. And she was at the lowest point in her life. And she was so despondent that she decided she was too embarrassed to go home to Arizona. And her family were not supportive of her decision initially to go there. So now she has to come back with all the shame of having not made anything of herself, the opposite. She was doing all the wrong things. and she was feeling suicide. She really had reached like a very terrible place. And she wanted to end it all. And she was driving her car down Sunset Boulevard in LA, figuring out how she could end her life. And all of a sudden, she looks up and she sees something very unusual. She sees a young religious Jewish man putting a yarmulke on a homeless guy and blowing shofar. And she realized it's Rosh Hashanah. I didn't even know it was Rosh Hashanah. I'm thinking of ending my life on the day of creation. Like, and here's this young Jewish guy who cares for this homeless Yid, showing him that even he has value, even though he's living in this Shmata tent. And here's this guy in a black hat and a black coat in this boiling hot day, and he's fulfilled and gratified because she could see it on his face, blowing shofar for a homeless man. He wasn't looking for fame. He wasn't looking for fortune, was clear to her. She was so overtaken with what she saw that she, on the spot, turned around and went home to her family in Arizona and started her life all over again. She became sober. She started to live a religious life, a purposeful life, and she went on to influence and help many others to transform their lives as well. Now, look at these two scenarios. Rabbi Landa, years later, he was the bacher at the time that did this, he was teaching at the same yeshiva or Elchanan where he had been a student. And the principal was speaking to all the students and the staff in an assembly. And he was talking about a story that he heard from another rabbi, a colleague in Arizona, of a woman who transformed her life, her entire life, by watching one yeshiva bacher blow a shofar for a homeless man on Sunset Boulevard. And Rabbi Landau was like, he went up to the principal, he goes, I was that bacher. I blew that shofar for that guy on Sunset Boulevard. And he said, never in a million years did I think that in the heat of the sun pounding on my face that day when I blew the shofar for this poor guy along the road, that I was making a difference in anybody's life. And when I heard this, how this just being there doing this affected the life of this young woman, and who knows how many people she influenced on her, he said, now I'm aware of where I am and what I'm doing at all times. He said, every week he walks 3 miles to his shul in Shabbos in Novato, because Novato is now where he's Rav, and it's this little obscure town. And I don't know who could be watching and how it could affect their life. So over the entire 3 miles, I smile. Now, I find this an amazing story. I hope you do too, because I think it speaks to every Jew of every type of Judaism, of the power we have in affecting the world around us by just being in our moment and doing what we can do with a mitzvah. And as we know, we started out this saying, just showing love for another Jew, acceptance, smiling at someone. We've heard these stories of someone who was suicidal and changed when someone just stopped and said, hi, how are you? The power we have of being in our full self, of doing a mitzvah with presence, we have no idea. Sometimes we see it, like this guy said, to see it decades later. Sometimes we'll never see it, or sometimes anything in between. But to know the rebound, the whatever you want to call it, the butterfly effect, the rollover effect, the everything is exactly what happened with that woman who had the near-death experience that I think I once told you. That I heard from Naomi Freeman. That when this woman had a near-death experience and she went up to Shemayim and she saw all these thousands of people that she had met and interfaced with in her life, they were advocating for why. She was told, because they were affected by you in some positive way. But behind them were thousands more people that she didn't know. And she said, who are they? And they were like, oh, those are the people that were affected by the people that you affected. And you get schar of all of that. So not that we're doing it for schar per se, but l'shem shamayim, the power of our imprint in a single moment is something we can't ever know or underestimate. And that's why every moment really does count. And we have to live that way. We have an invitation really to live with full presence of mind. And it does take a lot. But it shows that even if we're doing something that we do, and we do, what happens? What would happen if we call someone and invite them to light candles that we didn't think would even think about it? What would happen if we offer a kind word to someone? I mean, it's a million different options, and we're offered all these every single day, and any given one of them is like nuclear power potential in a good way. And even if it's just one person, there's no such thing as just one person. There's no thinking, it's just one person. Every person is a world. And there's a world in every person. So I bless us all to be able to impact this world in a beautiful way. In so many different areas, in almost every area, whether it be how we even just say a bracha, or how we look at our child, or how we respond to a child or a peer or anything. Whatever we can do, we're being watched. We're being watched by our Father, and we're being watched by the world, and we have a lot of beautiful power to reveal Hashem, which is what this really is. It's peeling away the veil and showing. She saw that this Bacher saw godliness and worth in a person that might be considered worthless. And she said, if so, like even more so, Kal v'chomer, how could I negate my own essence? And that's what we're here to do. Unveil everyone's essence. May we see the full revelation of the Geula, Glagale. May Hashem reveal himself, and may we all partake of that by revealing him in this world and awakening each other with love. Have a beautiful day, everyone.
Amen. Yasher koach. That was so beautiful. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. This book, I highly recommend it. The reading is phenomenal. Short stories written with so much beauty and so much humor, and just like one after the other, they're just really special. Have a beautiful day. My pleasure. Really my pleasure.
Thank you, Tzirel Liba.
Bye, Karen.
So
Thanks
beautiful.
for inviting me in.
Such chizuk. Gabriella, I totally forgot that you mentioned that you wanted to do today, right? Just seeing you.
Oh my goodness.
Gabrielle, no, she's gonna do Bezat Hashem either tomorrow or what's tomorrow? Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll talk on.
Do it today. People won't, but
I don't know if the ladies are prepared. We can do it today, but I didn't advertise it. You want to tell them what you want to do?
does anyone here want to do some spontaneous art making?
Anybody want to do some art? It's using things that you have in your house. Tell them what they need.
I apologize. I really apologize that I have to transition where I'm staying right now. Because
No problem.
Please excuse me.
Thank you so much, Tzirel Liba. T'skira mitzvot. Shem v'rech otach.
Have a great day.
Okay, so everyone raise your hand. You know how to raise your hand? Or you could unmute and tell us if you want to do some artwork.
Yeah, we want to do art. We want to do art.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
Shoshana, anybody else? I see people getting off. Ladies, you want to do some art? It's basically a little bit of things that you might have even in your house. Are you up for it for about maybe like 15, 20 minutes? Or should we do it tomorrow? Angela can't.
I think Shoshana wants to do it, so we should just do it for Shoshana.
No, I'm gonna see if there's a majority. 1 second. Angela can't do it. Barbara, Devorah, you're able to do it?
I can do it today or tomorrow.
Okay, Frimit, Eliza.
I'm probably better off tomorrow.
Okay. Pamela, Eliza. Okay, it looks like people are leaving. So we're gonna do There's a lot to show for tomorrow. I'm going to advertise it so people are going to be prepared. And I'm going to share with you a song. How about that? So tell them a little bit what they need. We need what supplies are you going to need for tomorrow, Bezrat Hashem?
Yeah. So I mean, I was thinking to do something using like natural dyes. So maybe just make a cup of coffee, but like make it very strong and have a brush. But also a lot of it is just, using a pencil
One
and
second,
paper
one
to
second.
draw.
Pamela, can you mute? Pamela, are you able to mute? We're hearing background. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, do you hear me better now?
I can hear a little bit of a background noise.
Wait,
That's better.
this one's better? Okay, fine. So, I want to do an activity where we're going to be thinking of like the theme of Adar, but also thinking of Tu B'Shvat. So one thing we could do is experiment with some like different dyes that are made from like mixing turmeric and water. Maybe even if you feel like you have the energy, you could like try some other food dyes like beet juice. But I was really just thinking like turmeric water and then black tea or coffee. And we'll use
Okay,
those dyes.
turmeric, water, black tea, or coffee, and any kind of paper?
If you have a thicker paper, it's better, but if not, any paper is good.
What kind of paper you
And
said?
really, any paper, like thicker paper is better, but if you don't have thicker paper, like I personally will
Thicker, you
paint
said.
on
Oh, I didn't hear
paper
what you said.
bags, like you can paint on a paper bag, like really anything is fine. And yeah,
Okay, great. So we're going to experiment with all these materials, Bezrat Hashem, and
yeah.
we're going to connect Shvat to Adar. So maybe I'll speak a little bit about the Adar tomorrow when you're doing before, after.
Oh yeah.
When are
That'll
you
be
available
awesome.
to start tomorrow?
When does this typically start? Like it starts at 2:30,
Either
right?
at
So do
2
you
or
want to do it?
2:30. Yeah, so we do Tehillim first.
So you want to do the Tehillim
And
first and then do it, or you want to do the art first and then Tehillim?
you tell me what your availability is.
I think earlier is better to do it for me.
Okay.
But I'm kind of available both. But, yeah.
Between 1 and 1.
No, the whole time I'm available.
Okay. So I'll text you, Mitzvah Shem, afterwards. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, Gabriella.
Thank
So
you so
ladies,
much.
we're going to talk a little bit more about Adar tomorrow. I'm sorry I wasn't feeling good today. So Tzirel Liba came in, Baruch Hashem, to
And I
run the
just want to tell
Zoom.
you guys, sorry, like a prompt for like drawing. If you do have like the energy to draw, not don't have like God gives energy, but just draw a crown, and inside of the crown, put different ideas you have of like your best self. If you feel like you want to prompt just today.
To draw a crown and put ideas of what makes your best self.
Yeah, like your innermost self. So your best self.
Okay. Everybody get into the mode. Bezrat Hashem.
So,
Karen,
Yes.
you put out the list when you do the advertisement, put out the list of what we need.
Yeah, I have it. I'm going to send a text with it.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay. Bezrat Hashem. So I'm going to share a beautiful song that just came out, the Bracha Jaffe and Esther Press, two amazing voices, and some other choir near them. It's called Something from Nothing, but it actually has a pasuk that we say in the Tefillah Geula, and it's a part of Tehillim. Yagel libi b'yeshuatecha, that my heart will sing with your salvation. It's a gorgeous song, beautifully made. And I've shared it in my group. I don't know if you heard it. But of course, anytime I share my group, please be sensitive and realize that it's called Isha. And so we are, not going to play it near men, or that men could hear it if you're going to listen to it. And because these women don't sing in front of men, because of the halacha that a man should not hear a woman's voice except his own wife and his mother and sister. So let's have that in mind when we're playing it. I'll share the link right now here in the chat. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. And the video is also very nicely done. I couldn't stop listening to it. And the whole thing is really, it's connected to bringing everyone home V'kabetz nitchei Amar Yisrael, bringing everyone back to Eretz Yisrael. Also, of course, our captive, because it was recorded now. And recently. And also recognizing that Hashem is the only one that can do something from nothing. Yesh me'ayin. We've spoken about that. I think Tzirel Liba mentioned that in the past, right? So that is something actually I'm going to talk about as well. When we talk about Adar and the Chodesh of Adar, the Mazal of Adar, it's coming up. So take a look at the song. I want to hear what you think about it. And then we'll end Bezrat Hashem, because I do have another meeting. So thank you so much, ladies, for being here, and thank you for your words of tefillah. And Bezrat Hashem, let's keep on davening, keep up with the Tehillim. If anybody would like to join my Tehillim group, where everybody just picks up where the last person said a parak, it's me and Firmit that run it. And Baruch Hashem, now we're praying for Chatufim. I post 2 Chatufim every few hours, and we have them in mind in our tefillos. Shabbat, we also have set Tehillim that we sign up for. Some people already signed up for in our previous group, and we divide the whole sefer up so everybody able to say it on Shabbat. So thank you so much, and we'll be in touch. Bezrat Hashem tomorrow. I'll send you the information soon.
Karen, can I ask you a quick question about the Tehillim?
Sure.
Okay,
Sure.
so when we signed up for the books, right? And let's say we signed up for book 1 and book 2, book 3, we do all of those every Shabbat,
No.
right? No?
No, I didn't say it's forever, because I don't know who's taking on those Tehillims.
Okay.
I don't know if everybody's saying them, so I'm reposting a link every Shabbos.
Okay, because I've been saying the ones
I know some people have been saying it, but I have
Okay.
no guarantee if everybody who signed up, because I posted in different places.
Okay,
I have
fine.
no guarantee. I mean, I can ask and people can sign up again.
No, it's okay.
and
Let's
then-
just start with a new book each Shabbat.
I think so. I think
Okay.
it's too, unless you were part of our group before, we already had set prakim that people signed up for that are saying them every week. We hope, we don't know. We should ask. But the new people that joined, I have no clue. Like, if everybody's saying it, it's all from our group.
Okay.
Because I posted in my other group also, and on my status. I just wanted people to complete the sefer for that Shabbat. So
Gotcha.
every week I try. If you see I don't, you can remind me to post the Tehillah link where you sign up. You see which prakim are available, and you sign up for that Shabbat to be said once. And besides that, in our group, we have daily Tehillim that's ongoing. Whoever, let's say Devorah said Parak Yud, the last one, if I want to sign up, I just sign up for Parak Yud Aleph, and I say it then. And of course, we try to get people to say as many Tehillim as we can, so we could try to finish the sefer even a few times a day. Baruch Hashem, we've been finishing it. So thank you so much, Devorah, for being on there. And anybody else who wants to join, maybe I'll see if I could try to share the link here, or you could reach out to me and I'll send it to you. Okay, let me share the song because I have to get off the screen for soon. Okay, Bracha Jaffe with Something from Nothing. Bracha Jaffe and Esther Press.
Wait, what are you taking off?
You cannot break this bond because our faith is strong. For all of those here or gone, make sure to carry on. We're like a family that's so far from home, just billions of people with nowhere to go. God keep us strong. I don't know how long I can hold on. Ya Galibi Bishuatecha Ashir al Hashem Yigamal alai. Oh, God can move mountains, make something from nothing. Oh, please bring us home. Ya Galibi יגל ליבי בישועתך, אשיר על השם כי גמל עליי. Oh God, can move mountains, making something from nothing. Oh, please bring us home. Please bring us home. You cannot break this bond because our heart is one, just like the rising sun. Our light will carry on. We're like a family that's so far from home. Millions of people with no place to go. God keep us strong. I don't know how long I can hold on. יגל ליבי בישועתך, אשיר על השם כי גמל עליי. Oh God, can move a mountain to make it something from nothing. Please bring us home. יגל ליבי בישועתך, אשיר על השם כי גמל עליי. Oh God, can move mountains, make something from nothing. Bring us home. Please bring us home.
Stunning song, no? Stunning. Baruch Hashem. Amazing voices. I love it. I love it. I love it. Baruch Hashem. Anybody love that song? That's just like so moving, no?
It was incredible. It was so beautiful.
Right? I couldn't stop listening to it. I couldn't. I was like, wow. The music, the word, the voices, the words. Baruch Hashem, Be'ezrat Hashem, Hashem bring us home very soon. Yeshuot, B'sorot Tovot, ladies. Which Eliza is this? Did you come on before? Yeah, it is very beautiful. Eliza, what's your last name? Gatan. Remind me where you're from. Where in New York? New York's a big place. I'm also from New York originally.
I'm in the city.
You're in
Hi,
Manhattan.
Karen.
How you doing? I don't see you. Put on your video so we can see your beautiful face.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Hi.
Elisa, I need your phone number. I'm looking for you. Do you have a number?
Yes, please. Can I give it to you?
Text me. Yeah, I should give it
Sure.
to you?
Can I give it to you now here on the
Oh, yeah, you
chat?
can give it to me. Yeah, you want to put it on the chat? Go ahead.
Yes,
get my
please.
phone.
Okay.
I get my phone. Amazing. You put it in the chat. Great. So I'm gonna save it. I'll text you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
thank you for being here. How is your son doing?
Coming along.
Was it helpful what Nuri told you to do?
100%. Yes.
Baruch
I wish
Hashem.
I could connect with her because I wrote down everything that she said to do, but I think I must have missed something because the candles don't match to all the prekim of Tehillim. It's just the Tehillim, it's a little bit less than all the 18 candles. So, but it would be nice if I could connect with her or just ask her.
I'll send you her phone number right now.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for
Okay.
doing all these
You're
classes.
welcome.
This is just such a chizuk. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Baruch Hashem, I'm glad I'm able to do it. I'm
Yes.
glad we're able to
Baruch
connect.
Hashem.
I'm glad that we have each other, you know, that Baruch Hashem, we're in support of one another. That's what we need. We need achdut.
Yes.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you for it. I'm glad you made it. Okay.
All right.
I
Karen,
think I
can you
have your
send me her
here.
number too? Can you send me her
Yeah, sure.
number
I'll send
too?
you her number. Yeah, I'm gonna
Thank
ask her.
you.
Maybe she could speak for us. I'm gonna ask her if she could speak again. It was very inspiring.
Yes.
She was very
Wow.
inspiring.
Very amazing. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, very good, guys. I'm gonna go. Have an amazing day or night. So tovat,
Thank you.
Yeshuot.
You too. Stay
Awesome,
safe
Karen.
and
Thank you
healthy.
again.
Thank you so
Amen.
much, Karen. Thank you.
Thank you.
Amen.
Bye-bye.
Fremen, what did you say?
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah,
Thanks for meeting me today. That was fun.
it was.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll see you again tomorrow. Fremen and I finally
Mitzvah
got to
Shem.
see each other today. When you guys come to Israel, you have to come visit me. Bezrat
Amen.
Hashem, very
Bezrat
soon.
Hashem. Beli neder. Bezrat Hashem. Amen.
Very
Amen.
soon.